Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices, the stories you play. Hashtag Lovehacks, Chapter 3. 3 SF spots to visit before you die. What is SF? Seriously? The lingo of nowadays. Now playing as Ashley. You look around the bar in disbelief at Cole, Horatio, Serena, and Brooke. Let me get this straight. None of you like Mark's girlfriend? That's an understatement. Come on, she can't be as bad as that awful girl Mark dated in college. Her name was Amy? Ahem. You turn to find Mark and Amy right behind you. Ashley, you remember Amy? We dated in college? Yeah, we were just talking about you. Sounds like she remembers, Mark. I'm just that awful. Amy! No, you misunderstood. I said waffle girl. I said lawful girl. Weren't you pro-law or pre-law? Yeah. I can't believe you remembered. Me neither. Let's just grab a drink, huh, Ames? You're calling her Ames. Marks takes a seat, and Amy follows suit. She turns to Horatio with a smile. I'll take a Manhattan, please. Actually, Horatio's shift is over. It's fine, bro. Mixology is my craft, and I'm happy to share it with a friend of a friend. Horatio grabs a bottle of Vermouth and a bottle of blended whiskey. But before he can pour a single drop, Amy interrupts. Actually, a real Manhattan would use rye whiskey. It's not before it was cool. Plus, you can't go wrong with a classic, right? Right. But I found this spirit from a great little distillery in San Román. It lends itself well to the... You know what? I just make it myself. I have particular tastes. Like the particular taste of wine bottle over here. Amy slips behind the counter. Actually, the back of the bar is something of a sanctuary for me. It's fine. Have I told you that I used to be a bartender? Only repeatedly. Guys, wait. You're out of line. Horatio just humor her just once. Amy, you're out of line. Why don't you just let Horatio do his thing, okay? Why don't you mind your own business, okay? Amy starts rummaging through the bottles behind the counter. After mixing her drink to her liking, Amy returns to the proper side of the counter and sits in Mark's lap. Oh, okay, I guess this is happening. Amy wraps her arm around Mark's neck. So, Serena, how's school going? Have you figured out what you want to do? I'm a grad student, Amy, not some undeclared freshman. Getting a master's degree is what I want to do. Well, you're young. You've still got time to figure things out. And when you want to decide on an actual career, you should really consider law. I could put in a word for you at my firm. And become a soulless corporate lackey? Tempting. Oh! And did you ever give Carol a call? You two would be so cute together. Much as I appreciate your meddling in my love life, she's not my type. But you both like, well, you know, the same things. You mean we're both girls? My type isn't just lesbian, you know. I'm sure Amy's just trying to help in her own misguided way. That's right, Serena. It's a good thing you have someone as motherly as Brooke looking out for you. Wait. Motherly? Oh. Whoa. What's wrong with being called motherly? Even I call it... That's what you don't want to cross. Too far, Amy. You might as well wrap her in a shout and call her Granny. Oh God, what the hell happened? That escalated quickly! What the hell? I did not... Okay. Mark tries to extricate himself from Amy's embrace, but she presses closer to him. Amy, maybe we should excuse ourselves. Call it a night? But Marky... Mark lowers his voice, but you can still hear every word. Amy, come on. We talked about this. Let's not do this in here in front of my friends. No, let's. After all, our fights are always about you picking your friends over me. You're like... Literally, if we were to do her black hair with a black dress, she would look like the girl from Disney. I guess I shouldn't be surprised now that she's back. Amy shoots you a withering glare. Sounds about right. You think Mark is choosing us over you? That's not true. He is, and it's clear to see why. You're getting on everyone's last nerve. What? Thanks for the help, Ashley. Just telling the truth. Someone has to. I'd be lying if I said this wasn't kind of exciting. Amy stands up and grabs her purse. I'm not doing this. Not with her. Amy. Don't let the door hit you on your way out, bitch. Anyway, Amy turns on her heel and walks away without a backward glance. Of course she doesn't pay for that Manhattan. Mark, I didn't mean... Yes, you did. It's fine. It's just... With all this drama, I'm having flashbacks of college. And it's not good. Drunken kind of flashbacks. I just need to go clear my head. I'll catch up with you guys another time, yeah? Before you can say another word, Mark leaves. What was that? That was the music. No, I'm kidding. Another rerun of Mark and the Amy Show. Guest starring Ashley. If you enjoyed that, be sure to stop by next week for another showing. Same time, same place. Should we maybe go after Mark? Normally, I say let him go, but tonight is different. Tonight he's entering Pattern 3. What the hell is Pattern 3? The others nod their heads knowingly. What is Pattern 3? Oh, at least someone asked. Mark's a creature of routine. I've lived with him for a long time. I know every single one of his idiosyncratic habits, whether I want to or not. I've catalogued no less than 9 of these patterns. Pattern 3 is where Mark goes off on long bouts of introspection and soul-searching. If left unchecked, it can last for weeks. Oh my god. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're right, he does do that. I've never been able to put it into words, but you're so right. Guy code, guy things, we get it. That sensation you're feeling right now, better get used to it. So, where do we find Mark? Hard to say. He's probably roaming the city. Last time he was like this, he ended up visiting the sea lions at Pier 39, 7 days in a row. Don't worry. I know just where to start the search. Probably another bar? Or, oh, look at that. Now playing as Cole. You lead your friends down the street to the 404 Lounge. Oh, I called it. Here we go. You think Mark went soul-searching? At a club? One may argue that there is no soul at all here. Damn, that was deep. Guys, this is one of Mark and Amy's favorite date spots. Of course, most nights it's an indie rock venue. You push open the doors, bright pulsating lights and thumping Latin music assail you as you survey the packed dance floor. I love this music. Oh, yeah. But I guess they've started hosting Latin music nights. Not that I'm complaining. Let's just focus on finding Mark. You're right. I should canvass the dance floor and ask these hot people have they seen him. As Ashley begins to protest, you saunter away into the crowd. Oh! Well then. She looks familiar. Hot, mean-looking girl. You make eye contact with a stunning girl who raises an eyebrow as you dance up to her. Hey! You look like you're obviously having fun. Just a little unimpressed. No one really interesting here tonight. I would have so much fun proving you wrong, but that's not actually why I approached you. Oh? Really? Hi, Yasmin. Sorry to hurt your pride. I'm just looking for my roommate, Mark, white guy, plaid shirt, techie type. This is San Francisco. There are techies everywhere. Good point. But if you do find him or anyone interesting, call me. The girl stifles a half smile before sighing. And exchanging numbers with you. High five, my bro. You're cocky. It's good. But I'm not in the mood tonight. Maybe I'll catch you next time. Until then. Hashtag I win. Ahem. I hate to break up the love connection, but it looks like this place is a bust. Also, I've been hit on by 9 different creepy guys. I think they smell my fear. Is she a mother? I'm assuming this, but I don't know why she would fear men. Nothing. Anyway, we should probably look somewhere that's anywhere but here. I know exactly where we should go next. Oh, that is beautiful. I love stars. I love this. Wow, this view right here. I could give you shit less about this view up here. That's beautiful, the stars. Now playing as Horatio. You lead the way toward a quaint Tequila in the heart of San Francisco. I have never even seen that word in my life. Our roads lead to El Culency to Quick. Oh my god. Tequila. Trust me, everyone. These tacos are worth the wait. I just hope Marks turns up. Why don't you go check the seals? I'm serious. As you wait in line to order, you notice a troubled look on Ashley's face. Ashley, I've been meaning to ask you something. Have Mark's girlfriends always been like this? Why is Amy so hostile towards you? She wasn't always. I actually met her before I knew Mark. We had a class together freshman year. She was fine then. But all of a sudden, I was best friends with her boyfriend, and I guess she's been jealous ever since. Could it be that the feeling is mutual? Yeah, she's not exactly my favorite person. Wait, were you asking if the hostility was mutual or the jealousy? Both good questions to ask. Ashley blushes, flustered, before changing the subject. Hey, would Mark come here anyway? Is this his favorite restaurant, or something? Probably Horatio's. Oh, I never said Mark would be here. I just said I know where we should go next. This place is the best al pastor in the city. Horatio. Okay, but consider this. How can we search with bodies and souls unnourished? To know San Francisco, you must experience her with all 5 senses. I'm just really hungry. I'm just really hungry. I just worked a double shift. I need food. That's the most unpoetic thing I've ever heard you say. We are, all of us, only human. And back to poetry. What the hell? I guess a break couldn't hurt. A dozen tacos later, the 5 of you sitting chewing your food, silently content. All is right with the world. I like this guy, I really do. Anyone else have guesses on where Mark might go? Brooke and Sierra exchange a knowing look. We do. Is it a yoga class? Some scenes will give you a choice of different characters to play as you choose one. Yeah, why not, Brooke? She seemed to have... You open the door to your apartment, letting your friends in. Come on in. Make yourselves at home. Brooke, why are we at your apartment? We gave Mark an extra key so he could house it when we went to Coachella, excuse me. Sometimes he comes by to crash when his apartment is, occupied. Brooke means when I have a lover over. Please don't ever say lover again. As the others file past you in the apartment, Serena pulls you aside. So, the plan is clear, right? As we look for Mark, we make sure Ashley sees how great this apartment is. Then, boom, new roomie! Okay, so she's not a mom. I'm guessing she's just the age of mom. The two of you join the others in their living room. Brooke, it doesn't look like Mark came by. Are you sure? I can't tell a lie, he's not here. Are you sure? Have you looked out the window? I know there's a gorgeous view of the city, but maybe you can catch sight of Mark too. Nope. Maybe you should look over here, inside of one of our ample walk-in closets. Okay, that's enough, Brooke. I know you want me to move in, but this won't... Holy crap! This is a big closet. You could fit a small boutique in here. Yeah, I cried when I first saw it. Okay, this conversation is worth revisiting, but after we find Mark. Does anyone else know where he might have gone? Well, you've seen our suggestions at this point. You might have the best idea, Ashley. Actually, I think you're right. Follow me. Let me guess, now playing as Ashley. Ah, you called it. You lead the way to the top of the Twin Peaks. You pause, taking in the view. That is actually... Humanity has its place at times. It's actually really nice. Just lights even in the distance of the mountaintop and everything. It actually looks nice. But I wish they panned up a little more so you could see more of the stars, though. I'm a huge stargazer. Wow. So, where's he at? His favorite spot is right here. You point to an isolated bench at the end of a walkway and find Mark sitting, looking wistfully over the city. Ashley, how did you know he'd be? Back in college, it's where he'd sneak off to write in his poetry journal. Mark wrote poetry? You did not hear that from me, but anyway, can I talk to him on my own first? The friends exchange a look. Be our guest? Mark doesn't look up at you as you approach. He takes a swig of his flask, then wordlessly offers it to you. You take a sip of the whiskey as you sit down next to him. I can see why you like the spot so much. It's beautiful. Mark still doesn't respond. Hey, I'm sorry about earlier, Mark. I wasn't trying to upset Amy, and I feel like your fight was kind of my fault. It's okay. It's not your fault. His issues with Amy have come up before, even when you were in NYC. It'll be fine once I go apologize. You shouldn't have to, dude. Is that really what you want to do? What do you mean? Well, she should be meeting you halfway. Maybe she needs more space. Or more than space. She doesn't need space. It has nothing to do with... she treats people like shit. I'm really surprised this trivial manner. Mark's an intelligent guy. He's supposed to be a techie. I mean, I feel like this is a stereotypical techie who doesn't know shit about dating or relationships, and... she should be meeting you halfway. Even in college, you always had to be the one to apologize, but relationships are about balance. Compromise. Shouldn't she say she's sorry every once in a while? Maybe. You pass a flask back to Mark, and he takes a long sip. Look, Ashley, you don't have to stay. I know I'm not the most fun to be around when I'm in a funk. You mean pattern 3? I'm told it sometimes lasts for weeks. Where did you hear about that? Damn it, Cole! We've all got our patterns. We've all got different sides to us. Well, I didn't want you to see this side of me. Mark, I've already seen every side of you. Remember? The very first time we met, you were completely naked.
Find out what happens the first time Mark and Ashley met in this exclusive flashback scene. Well, for the low price of 19 diamonds, reminisce about the first time I met Mark, or change the subject.
But that was a long time ago. I guess things are pretty different now, huh? Not that different. You're still pestering me when I'd rather be left alone. Mark nudges you playfully with his shoulder. I know better than to let pattern 3 go unchecked. I can't believe Cole told you about those stupid patterns. I'm gonna kill him. I heard my name. I'm so flattered that you gossip about me when I'm not around. The rest of the group joins you and Mark by the bench. Serena snatches the flask and takes a swig. More like talking about all the ways I'm going to get my revenge. They say turning the other cheek is the most unexpected response. A vengeance he'd never see coming. Guys, I'm right here. Personally, I found that ignoring him can be particularly effective. Serena reaches over to Cole to hand Brooke the flask. Ha ha, very funny. Did you guys hear something? Like a voice dancing on the wind. Nope, I didn't hear nothing. I think you might be imagining things, Horatio. Okay, seriously, this is not funny. I beg to differ. Wait a second, Mark smiling? He's back to pattern 1. I repeat, he's back to pattern 1. That was the fastest recovery time ever. This calls for a group shots. Grab the flask and raise it high. Cheers. To the dawn of a beautiful friendship. And to beautiful friends. And to very corny friends. To dismantling the patriarchy. To not ruining a touching moment, Serena. To us. Just then, Mark's phone buzzes. Don't tell me it's Amy. She's apologizing for earlier. She wants to talk things out. Seriously? She never apologizes. That's exactly what Ashley said, but here it is, an actual apology. Can we read the text? It's gotta be a sign. Maybe we've got a chance at this. I've gotta hear her out, right? Yeah, I guess you do. Thanks for talking things out with me, Ashley. It means a lot. You watch Mark walk away as a somber silence settles over the group. Well, there's only one thing left to do at a time like this. Where's the flask? Next time on Lovehacks. I just had the most ingenious plan ever. By the time we're through, Mark and Amy will be broken up for good. Okay, but why do we have to spend all afternoon with her while you get to hang out with Mark? Don't question my genius. Be sure to check out the chapter 4. You've been breaking up your friends all wrong. Really? We're all gonna plot? Is that how those things work now? You plot to break up a bad relationship? I mean, it's kind of ingenious, but, you know, not really. I say, I have this philosophy of let things happen on their own because a person is never going to learn. You can sit here and trust me. There has been people I've told point blank to their face, even as friends, family, whatnot, that they are making the dumbest goddamn decisions in the world, and they will do it anyway because they are dumbasses. And that's human nature too, so keep that in mind. Last but not least, we have Endless Summer coming up next to be uploaded. By the way, we have already done The Haunting at Braidwood Manor. Was actually fantastic book, a really great change from all these. Hopefully you folks really check it out and enjoy it. Some people are complaining that their app is not updating. You could try manually updating. It depends on what service you use. Google Play, try and update through there. iTunes, try and update through that service. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe it is a device, like, compatibility thing, which does happen. I don't know. Typically, that would mean the app itself would be disabled on your phone sometimes. I don't know. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this chapter. Feel free to like, comment, and mash that share button. Let's get the content out there. Let's get more folks to join this awesome family we have going of almost 1,300 subscribers. Let's aim for 1,500 by the end of January. Let's do it. Come on. Who's with me? Flask up, fist up, whatever. Come on. All right, folks. Until next time, have a good one.